one of my favorite traps in all of chess. Let's do a trap video. And this is in the Blackmar-Diemer Gambit. And I want to talk about this because there's something that really pisses me off. Every video that is a compilation of traps that you'll ever see will have this thing in it, where white plays this move, and then you get this sort of thing, and then boom, right? Something along these lines. And white has this crazy sacrifice, and it's very flashy. It's very instructive for new players, I guess. So a lot of trap compilations include this. This is called the Halisar trap. The problem with it, of course, is that if you actually intend to play the Blackmar-Diemer as anything other than a joke, this move is not a move you're going to play. This is going to be the move here. And they don't actually have any traps shown from this branch of the Gambit. You know, the main line of the Gambit doesn't actually have anything. And actually, Diemer's book mostly covers the queen line, which is not good, by the way. In case someone on the internet needed to tell you that it's not good, take it from me, the most reliable person on the internet, a 2005 USCF rated player. So anyway, we're going to talk about some interesting traps that can occur when you play knight takes. And one of them is one of my favorite named traps in all of chess. So we're going to talk about Bennet's Temptation. And Bennet's Temptation arises from this line. And, you know, black has a choice, taking or backing up. In this case, black backs up. This is a perfectly playable move, by the way. There's nothing inherently wrong with this, but white does get a lot of space. So we get this position. And here, black can play this move that is quite bad. This is not the correct move in this position. The correct move in this position is literally anything else. Like almost literally anything else. But this has some serious weaknesses to it. And one really fun thing that can happen is you can actually play Queen F3. There is also pinning the knight, which is very principled. But we're going to play this very fun looking move, very strange looking move, Queen F3, which doesn't seem to do anything to help our center here. So it's unclear what the idea behind this move is. If black takes this pawn, we're actually going to take this pawn, and black gets to deliver check. Black gets to chase our king. Black gets to take this knight as well. Black gets to do all of these things. But as soon as this move is played, suddenly black has a problem. And the problem is that the queen and the rook are hanging and mate is threatened. And there's actually no way to stop it. Black is completely out of checks in this position. It's absolutely insane. It's absolutely insane. Just a totally bonkers sort of position that you can get here. But yeah, it is. I mean, there really is just like, what are you going to do here? It's pretty bad. You know, if at any point black is deflected from the goal of trying to defend, like, this queen can't move from being taken because we're also threatening this mate, as if this mate weren't enough. You could go over all the different ways that black is dead here, but there are many. Anyway, I just find this a really funny line, because this is like, it really does look like you're being refuted at first. It looks like, oh, you messed up your move order, you got your positions confused, and now you're just being refuted, and you're losing, and your opening is bad. And then suddenly, oh. So, I love that kind of trap. Good old-fashioned fun. Yeah, there are some other ones. Actually, let's look at one other trap. So there's another trap here that's quite fun. Let's look at taking. So there's another trap that can occur in the taking line. So let's look at... Let me think about this. Let's have him take the pawn. So, I think a lot of players will hesitate to take this pawn in this position. And for good reason, because basically what we're doing here is... this ends up being basically an improved version of the Rider Gambit, where now we've removed a piece that wasn't participating and traded it for basically Black's best piece on the board, Black's best minor piece. So that's a very good trade, and it changes the evaluation of this Gambit from completely losing for White to actually pretty okay for White. So people aren't going to do this. You're probably going to see something like this here. And so this is actually considered the main move, quote-unquote, by a lot of people. This unusual looking pawn move. And the purpose that this move serves is kind of abstract and difficult to explain. But basically, we are protecting this pawn tactically the same way. So we're inviting the queen to take the pawn, and then when we play this bishop move to flicker away, this is just stopping... This is kind of a wall stopping this annoying check over here. So the queen has to, go to a different square. A square that is not as useful. So we're actually going to play into this line. So this is a trap that can arise from the queen taking here. And this is a playable move. Black can take in this particular position. But it is a tricky position because White is essentially fully developed and Black has two pawns. So, not a lot of players are going to voluntarily enter into that kind of arrangement. But, there you go. And so this trap continues with pawn here. And then we're going to bonk this fellow. And then we get to this position here, and then after this, White is actually forced to trade queens. And that's fine, because now we're going to take this guy. We're going to take this guy, and now there's a problem. Now there's a problem, and the problem is Black is getting windmilled. And just like that, we trade queens in a two-pawn down position, and it's absolutely dreadful for Black. So this is another trap that you can get. It's pretty fun. Good old-fashioned fun. So this is just an example of a couple real traps that players who are above 1500 ELO might actually fall for. So I think these have a little bit more strategic value to them to go for. Also, don't play queen takes. Don't play the Rider Gambit. Why would you do that? Now, I'm not going to sit here and say the Blackmar-Diemer is good. It's not. But however bad you think it is, this is worse. Don't do that to yourself. All right. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.